Let's move on with the show, and let's talk basketball now. And it is getting interesting in Tunisia. The FIBA Afrobasket, we're in the quarterfinal stage now, and Nigeria is definitely still in the hunt to defend the title they won 2 years ago, incidentally in the same country. The last game, though, was was a loss.
Yeah.
And no one saw, I mean, they lost to Congo.
Climax.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
Didn't see it happening. I don't know. I'm still at a loss as to what happened. They started, well, you know, the first game, well, just very
narrow win over Côte d'Ivoire.
But I thought they got over it in the second game.
Because against Mali was a very convincing win.
And they didn't play against those teams that will ring bell, that, you know, maybe Angola, Senegal, some of those teams that when they play against you, you know. But then again, I'm not taking anything away from this team, you know, if you want to consider what they've been through and, you know, the issues surrounding their preparations and all that. You still have to give this team credit for what they've been able to achieve. And you see, they're down, but they're not out because they're in the quarterfinal. It's not a knockout. If it was a knockout, you know, game, we'll probably be here and say it's all over. But they can make amends for whatever happens in the quarterfinal, I think, against Cameroon.
Yes, I mean, a loss is a loss. I mean, it's a round-robin situation. Yeah. So they won the first 2 games, which put them in good stead. Winning your last game, thankfully, it wasn't too costly, because it could have been that way, but it wasn't too costly. And Nigeria advanced to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Afrobasket, where they would get to take on Cameroon. Cameroon, that's the next hurdle for Nigeria's D-Tigers on their way to retaining the title they won 2 years ago. And Cameroon and Nigeria, you would say Nigeria should have the edge when it comes to basketball. Cameroon, they're not your Senegal or your Angola or even Tunisia, so Nigeria might have a good chance of that one. But there are other fixtures, before we come back to Nigeria, other fixtures in the quarterfinals. You have Senegal taking on Angola. Okay, I see a lot of people like, hooray there, because those two will knock each other out. 2 really good sides in Senegal and Angola. You have Morocco taking on Egypt. You also have Tunisia, the host country. We're going to get to the final in 2015. Now they're trying to go one step further. They take on DR Congo. I won't be surprised if that's a breeze for Tunisia at all. But back to Nigeria, I mean, this one's going to be a tight one, like it is in any situation, any sport between Nigeria and Cameroon. You know, that bragging rights, apart from qualifying and advancing in the competition, there's that bragging rights as well there to play for. So this is not going to be easy.
Yeah, even when they don't have the pedigree like Nigeria in those sports, but because maybe Nigeria, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, they're always going to raise the level of their game. I hope it's not going to be enough for them to cause an upset against us. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the team comparison, Tyre.
Yes. Okay, so let's just go through both sides, Nigeria and Cameroon. 2 points, field goal. The Cameroonians have the edge there, 51%, compared to Nigeria's 46%. If it goes to the 3-point field goals, that's where Nigeria, you know, is actually the better side in this competition so far. 35.1% compared to 30 points, 30.5 for Cameroon. Bench points. That's another one there that we can go through. If you go through all these departments, Yemi, you see Nigeria has a hedge in some parts. For example, in
it's close to call.
Yeah, it rebounds as well, to 45 to Nigeria. Assists.
We have an edge.
Right.
Turnovers.
We have a lot more turnovers than the Cameroonians. We all know turnovers are killers when it comes to basketball, so they have to definitely take care of the ball better. The steals, Nigeria with the edge there, 9.7 compared to 6.7 from Cameroon. Let's go back to the bench points. I mean, there's a team game where we talk about it all the time. Bench points, the Cameroonians seems to
have people who can come in, make the difference.
Absolutely. Look, the difference is quite huge. I mean, 22 to 12. So, yeah. But the coach, Alex Nwora, I mean, we have to cut him some slack. He hasn't had enough time with his team. I've seen a lot of basketball pundits and fans alike saying the defense is not strong enough. They're not aggressive enough, and so he has to work on those things. Good thing is he's got about 3 days to work on all these, shortcomings that we've seen so far in this tournament. The quarterfinals is on Thursday against Cameroon. So it's today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to
walk around.
All
of those things. We wish the team all the best, and hopefully they'll be able to get all of those things fine-tuned. All right, let's enjoy one of the previous games of the D Tigers, and we'll come back. There's still so much for you on Sports This Morning.
Picks out Jambo. Jambo for three. He's got another one. Here's Ike Diogo. There it is. He started. 6 points without reply. Make that 8 points without reply. Kante leveling the scores. Claiming that rebound with authority, and that is brilliantly put in by Iroegbu. And that's more like it from Nigeria. 6-point game. A little over a minute left in the first half, and driving run. Oh, what a reverse layup that is. Iroegbu. Shot goes up, and it is a good one on the buzzer from Ikena Iroegbu. Nwame goes for the three. He is just burying those. Nwame puts up another three.
Wow, what
Can anyone stop this man? Drame hands it off. This should be an easy throw down for Sidibe. And Nwame has got the whole to himself, and he throws it down with authority. On the second day of Afrobasket 2017, Mali 67.
Yes, Ike Nwame with that exclamation dunk against Mali there. Nigeria's most convincing win of the tournament so far. Rotimi Akindele joins us now to talk about Nigeria's performance so far in Tunisia. Rotimi, it's great to have you join us on the show.
Thank you, guys. Good morning.
Yes, so let's just cut to the chase. I mean, Nigeria through to the quarterfinals. I mean,
after a lot of drama.
Yeah, after a lot of confusion and drama. Well, let's leave that aside now. I mean, what's your overall impression of the side thus far?
They've not been disappointing. That's just the honest truth.
They haven't, or they have?
They haven't.
Oh, really?
Because going into the tournament, we all knew they were going to struggle. It's a new team, new set of technical crew.
Right.
Different players. I mean, we've always buttressed that individually they are good. They've got quality.
It's talent,
collectively, that's where we might struggle. And we also, mentioned that maybe as the game progresses, as the tournament progresses,
right,
game after game, we'll see that improvement. Yeah, we saw a bit of that against Mali when they won convincingly. But then again, against DRC, the fact that we were not aggressive defensively, and then we couldn't stop the Malians. Kabongo was having a field day. It was just having fun, and I'm like, something needs to be done. Maybe even Alex Simora had called for a timeout in the third quarter, where the DRC guys dominated and then halt their flow. Probably would have come up with something, but I mean, it was topsy-turvy, especially in the third and fourth quarter. And the fact was that at the end of the game, a lot of folks felt, oh, we have to wait on Mali, Cote d'Ivoire to see.
Right.
But based on FIBA rules, we had qualified already for the quarterfinals. And then you have 3 days. Right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, before you take on Cameroon. The fear was if you take on Tunisia, the host nation, we might, be knocked out early, because Tunisia, going into the start tournament, were ranked #1 in the power ranking.
Right.
So we needed to avoid such a game in the last stage.
Right.
Luckily for us now, we have Cameroon. If we have, I think we should make use of these 3 days to correct whatever loopholes we've seen, and then fix our problems. And then hopefully on Thursday, we'll be able to go past Cameroon. And then when you get to semi-finals, anything can happen.
You never know,
because you might probably be playing a Senegal, who is second, who came second in the power rankings before the tournament dunked off. Because I think Senegal will beat Angola. Angola has not been really
They've
convincing.
not been themselves, but that's Angola's problem. Let's come back to
You're still optimistic from the way you sound.
Yeah.
Title defense. I mean, title defense. For us to retain the title, 3 more matches to be played. How optimistic are you?
I like to be very real, really.
Right.
I think we'll do enough to get into the semi-finals.
Okay.
If we play Senegal in the semi-finals, then I'll sit on the fence, 50-50.
Okay.
If we can go past Senegal, then in the final, anything can happen. That will, I mean, you probably have a even if you are playing against the host nation. We did it in 2015, so who says we can't do it now?
So it means it will surprise you if Cameroon beats us?
Oh, it would be a shock.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to a quick break, and there's still so much for you on sports this morning.